What's up, guys? In this video, we're going to cover the best setups in the market for the upcoming week, and we're going to come up with a game plan to capitalize on those setups. Just like every single week, we start with a broad market breakdown with SPY and QQQ. And to end the week, last week, we didn't have the strongest candles. It's obvious that we weren't able to push through those key levels that we had highlighted, which on QQQ was this 630 level, and on SPY was the 695 to push us into all-time high territory. We didn't get those. We got some constructive pullbacks. We got some range-bound days. With that being said, these charts are still very constructive. They're still very healthy, and in fact, I would even go as far as to say they are contracted. The range, and when I say contracted, I mean the range is tight. The range is tighter here than at other periods when the stock is traded, okay? And what my model capitalizes on is contraction, that contraction phase leading to eventual expansion. Do I know if it's going to come to the upside or the downside? That I can't tell you yet. I'm prepared for either, and I game plan for either. But SPY and QQQ, you've got to think for bulls, if we can get a washout here to 610 in the intermediate term, or 608, you've got to think that would draw some interest for a potential trade to the upside. ALAB, again, we still love this look on the 180 key resistance level breakout with room up to 200 on the chart. Sizable gap down here to open the market up, and that will put us somewhere back in this range here, this 170, 172, and it's another great spot to potentially look at scaling into a position on ALAB. You still keep your risk in mind below this candle of strength and the 50 MA. You don't want to see this thing give up that range right there. But ALAB is still in that constructive pattern. Anything digesting between 185 and 170 and 165, anything working its way down in this pattern is healthy going forward. NBIS, another gap down. This chart looks really strong, really constructive. What we need here on this potential breakout, because guys, I'm looking at a head and shoulders pattern. Three very distinct, head and shoulders, where we got those three shaping up patterns. A low, a lower low, and then a higher low. And then we put this pattern in right here. But to confirm a breakout, we need volume. We need volume that matches this run back here. We need that type of volume to appear in the market, okay? So NBIS, healthy pullbacks. We're looking to add into the position here above 100, really above 95. We'd like to see this thing come back to earth here and give us a spot to kind of sink our teeth in. It's still a constructive looking pattern. It's got a theme, and it's got clear levels in the chart. Capitalize on a trade from 100 to 120 is the overall goal here for a swing trade. ASTS, strong move, a brilliant move to end the week last week. We got that blow off over 100, clear up to 120. What do we want to see from here? Some constructive sideways movement from 115 down to 105, 102. Do we get that? It's hard to say. If we get that, do I see some big players getting back in the game? Absolutely. Looking for a continued breakout over this $100 level. Keep the risk in mind, but also keep in mind that this is a very strong, powerful looking chart that just broke through a key level with a volume day that stands out. A great breakout trade. All these trades in mind, guys. The broad market, SPY QQQ, it's not going to gain steam without involvement from a couple names. And The first, of course, being NVIDIA, just one of the largest market cap stocks in the entire stock market, and just like Apple, right, the largest market cap stock in the market. NVDA and AAPL, both of these charts don't look super. They just don't have a look to them right now. So I don't see them. You know, I'd like to see them get a little shape here, but maybe it takes some pullback before they finally push through and try those highs. But AAPL, NVDA, nothing that really strikes my attention right now as a constructive shape to move the market. So I'm patient. I'm looking for constructive pullbacks in my names, and I'm, patient on it. I'm keeping my positions manageable to where this gap down doesn't destroy me by any means. I mean, I'm ready to position in and add more to these dips. As far as the Forex markets go, we don't have a lot of high impact news. Today we have no high impact news. Tomorrow we've got President Trump speaking pre-market. So just keep that in mind with your swings. President Trump speaking pre-market is definitely an event that will jack premium prices overnight. Options will be more expensive, options will be more volatile, and you won't be able to close them out if they make a move when he speaks. So that's Wednesday, that's 7:30 a.m. you see here. President Trump speaks, and then we've got pending home sales at 9 a.m. And then even into Thursday, we've got more red folder news coming on. Consumer, it looks like PCE price index at 9 a.m. and then final GDP quarter over quarter at 7:30. So we've got red folder news here to end this week. Friday, red folder news in the form of PMI right around market open at 8:45. So let's make this a great trading week, guys. Again, patience is the name of the game, and managing your risk, also the name of the game. If you want to come live trade with me, go ahead and just shoot me a text at 573-353-7508. Guys, I'm working on getting my link posted in the YouTube here. It hasn't happened. But if you want to come in and live trade with me, again, today on our plate, we've got futures. We're going to look for a high probability trade here on futures. I've got some previous zones marked out where I'll be looking for bounces. Best case scenario bounces on NQ. If we pull back here all the way to like 25K today on NQ, I'll be looking to scoop some up and look for a potential reversal pattern. But also Apple, I see Apple breaking down here out of this flag formation. And I've got some downside targets on it. If the market can't really get anything going and starts to look bearish, I will look for a bearish continuation here on AAPL for a day trade. So that's all I got for you guys today. Again, if you want to come in and live trade with me, I'll put you in the Discord. Just text me, 573-353-7508. Have a great trading day, guys. I'll be back for you tomorrow.